What is experiential learning theory? Learning through experience. What is it and how does it work? Let's sit down, relax, and dive into one of the most fascinating learning theories that educators around the world are applying today. Have you ever wondered why some people learn best by reading books, while others need hands-on practice, and some just watch and instantly understand? That's because we all have different learning styles. And one of the most well-known theories that explains this is David Kolb's experiential learning theory. What is experiential learning? Imagine you want to learn how to drive a car. How would you start? Would you prefer to read a detailed driving manual first? Would you rather sit in the passenger seat and carefully observe how others drive before trying? Or are you the type to jump straight into the car and figure things out as you go? Each of these approaches represents a different learning style. According to Kolb, learning is not just about absorbing information from books, it's about experiencing, experimenting, and reflecting on what you've learned. His theory outlines a four-stage cycle that helps turn experiences into real knowledge. 1. Concrete experience. Actively engaging in an experience. 2. Reflective observation. Thinking about what happened. 3. Abstract conceptualization. Connecting the experience to broader ideas or theories. 4. Active experimentation. Applying what you've learned in new situations. This cycle continues, allowing us to learn and grow continuously. Learning styles. Which one are you? Kolb didn't just describe how we learn. He also identified that each person tends to prefer a certain learning style. Based on his learning cycle, he categorized four main learning styles. The hands-on learner. Learning through experience. These people learn best by doing. They prefer practical, real-life situations over theoretical explanations. They tend to jump right in, test things out, and learn from trial and error. For example, if they were learning to cook, they would start by actually preparing a dish rather than studying recipes in detail. The reflective observer. Learning through watching and thinking. This group prefers to watch and reflect before taking action. They carefully analyze situations and compare them with past experiences before making decisions. For example, if they were learning to drive, they would sit in the passenger seat, observing every move a driver makes before trying it themselves. The abstract thinker. Learning through theory and analysis. These learners enjoy understanding concepts deeply before applying them. They are logical thinkers who like to ask, why, and prefer learning through reading, research, and structured explanations. For example, if they were learning a new scientific concept, they would prefer reading textbooks and studying theories before performing experiments. The active experimenter. Learning through action. This type of learner learns best by jumping in and experimenting. They are not afraid to try things out and adjust as they go. For example, if they were learning a new software program, they would immediately open it and start clicking through different features rather than reading the manual. Do you see yourself in one of these groups? Or do you have characteristics from multiple styles? The truth is, we can all be flexible and adapt our learning styles based on different situations. Factors that influence learning styles. Why do some people prefer hands-on learning, while others thrive on theoretical study? Kolb suggests that learning styles are influenced by various factors. Adaptability. Some people can switch between learning styles more easily than others. Career choices. Your profession can shape how you learn best. Job roles. Engineers may favor analytical learning, while designers might prefer experiential learning. Educational background. Science students often develop logical thinking, while art students might be more experience-driven. Personality. Introverts may prefer reflective learning, while extroverts might lean towards active experimentation. Is Kolb's theory perfect? Of course, no theory is without its criticisms. While Kolb's experiential learning model is widely used and highly beneficial, it has some limitations. Advantages of Kolb's theory. Helps individuals understand their learning strengths. Provides a framework for more effective teaching methods. Encourages flexibility in learning approaches rather than a one-size-fits-all method. Criticisms of Kolb's theory. It focuses mainly on individual learning and doesn't consider group dynamics. Learning styles aren't necessarily fixed, they can change over time. Some researchers argue that this theory is too narrow and doesn't cover the full complexity of how people learn. For example, a 1999 study found that adults over 65 tend to become more reflective in their learning style, meaning that learning preferences can evolve with age, experience, and life circumstances. Conclusion: how to apply experiential learning in real life. So how can we use this theory to learn more effectively? Here are a few tips. Try different learning methods. Don't limit yourself to just one style. Experiment with different approaches based on the situation. Reflect on your experiences. After learning something new, take time to think about it and extract key lessons. Create opportunities for hands-on learning. Don't be afraid to test things out. Make mistakes, and learn through experience. At the end of the day, no matter who you are or how you learn best, the key is to embrace learning as a continuous process, always experimenting, reflecting, and growing.